they saying on your end? Anybody say anything on your end? I
No,
don't know.
nobody said anything about it, man. I guess you got all the cool comments. I just got
Yeah,
people joining
yeah,
and jumping out.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've only got like 8 people watching my side, so maybe everybody's on your side. They're like,
No,
oh,
no, I
we gotta follow this other guy.
yeah, yeah. The people I got are my man V5Z and old man who is
Look up in the corner. You should be able to see, like, it's in the right corner at the top of mine. You should
I
be
can
able to
see it.
see
Yeah,
a
yeah. So
number.
right now I got those two jumped in. I got those
Okay,
two currently watching the live. So I
all
mean, it's
right.
cool. I mean, it's cool to
Yeah.
have a wide, diverse
You know what? Here's something. Here's something. I bet you V5 two or whatever the ginger's
V5Z.
name
Yeah,
is. Um, I bet you he would like to know that apparently Vikings were black. I just heard that
yeah,
that
yeah,
was a
yeah. I heard. Yeah,
that was a nice little video I watched of them saying that everybody portrays Vikings as these blonde hair, blue eyed, or
right,
basically pale skin white
right,
people, but
right.
they were actually black people
Yeah, I
originally.
heard that. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy. That's
and I
crazy to
was
know. I mean, the more you know. I saw the Netflix series. They have a like a Netflix series, and
do they?
yeah, I think it's Netflix or Prime or something. Where it's about Vikings, and it's not Leif Erikson, but it's some famous Viking, and you definitely know.
Are you talking about Vikings Valhalla?
Is it Valhalla? No, I don't think it's Valhalla. It's something else. But basically, it's some famous Viking is portrayed now. He's like some, Billy Bad, you know what I mean, from Viking history,
Hmm.
and he's now portrayed as like a black woman or something like that.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
you saw that?
That is Vikings Valhalla, and in the actual person that is based off of was a man. Um,
Well, yeah,
but here so the whole thing is like I feel especially like in the new Norse community that they have because
right,
everybody's a Viking nowadays. Like
right,
that's fun. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool specter of belief. I think it's a cool whatever. I don't gatekeep about it. I'll talk to people about it, but I think gatekeeping is a little ridiculous at this point in my life. I'm 36 years old. Like I
right,
ain't gatekeeping shit.
right,
Especially something that's what I'm saying, it's essentially
right,
it's history
right,
and then it's a belief system. So like
right,
what am I going to gatekeep about it? I can't change the
right,
history
right,
and I don't know enough about the faith to gatekeep about it. But
right.
anyway, so yeah, I think they made a bold move in the show to change the character. Um, but I will say this: I don't think that they ruined the character by making it
Okay.
a black woman. It just would that have happened in the 1200s in Norway? Probably not.
No,
Honestly,
there
probably
were
not.
like no black people for real, like
Yeah,
in Norway at that time.
if there were any black people, it would have been people because the Vikings did make it as far as I believe Morocco when
Right,
they were raiding. They did make it to
right,
Africa, to certain parts of Africa and the Middle East.
right,
So would it be possible for someone of color to make it back to Norway? 100%. Whether they went as a slave or sometimes they just took ambassadors. Sometimes they just took people, just went back
right.
north.
Right. Well, they
So
did a lot of trade too. They did a lot of
yeah,
trading, across seas. At the time you're talking about the Moors, and you had all kinds of Ethiopia was doing a lot of trading and stuff in that area, and so you had a great mixture of individuals that were crossing the
yeah.
trade lines. You know what I'm saying, and through that.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not even be shocked if there were some children that were born out of those trades and mixed color and all that kind of stuff. And I wouldn't be shocked about that. I think for me, matter of fact, have you seen, it just reminds me, have you seen that video, your boy, he's a director. He did a movie that was based in like Welsh. It's like a Welsh movie, big award winning movie in Wales, and or something. I think it's Welsh. And basically, an interviewer asked him at the like premiere and was like, what are your thoughts? I mean, on the lack of diversity, in your movie of not having a very diverse cast. And have you thought about maybe making some adjustments for that? And your boy was like, uh, it's a movie that takes place in 15th century Wales, Wales. Uh, Wales.
Yeah.
I, th- it's what are you talking about? Like, he said something
Well,
along the lines like it's a
they
movie
did
that
the
takes place in 15th
they did
century Wales. There
they
wasn't a
did the
whole lot
same
of black
thing.
people.
They did the same thing with that movie Northman.
Mm,
It was about I think it was like mid 10th century Iceland is
right,
where it took place, and there was like zero. It was just all white people, and then like they were interviewing. I think it was Alexander Skarsgård and the director, and he's like, "What do you?" Something along the similar lines of,
right,
"Why are why didn't you include any black people in your cast or any other ethnicity?" And he's like,
right.
"Because it was 10th century Iceland.
Yeah.
There were no other. That was it." Now they did find Native American DNA in
Mm,
Iceland in the last couple of years.
mm,
So, I mean, if that proves anything, it proves that the Vikings made it to North America and then they made it back to
right,
Iceland. So
right.
they probably brought slaves
Yeah.
um, back there, or somebody found a wife, or
Shoot,
both. You
yeah,
know.
right, or both. So they just found out recently. They were talking about like it's very apparent that it's found out that it's very apparent that in North America there was all kinds of people coming to North America prior to the British colonization. Like you're talking about, because
Oh yeah.
obviously the Spaniards were here.
Hmm.
You had the Native Americans, but you had there were there, and there's belief, like I said, that the Moors, the African, there was African nations that had made it over here. Like so, it's very interesting when if you really dissect the travel history per se of North America and who was here, who wasn't here. Because I mean, you talk about I think it was the Choctaw or something like that. The British provided them the weapons to fight amongst themselves long before they even came and like colonized the nation, which is very interesting. Um, and
Well, I
so
mean, we have this belief that we had the belief that it was Christopher Columbus that discovered North America for
right,
for the European culture for how many years, and then they've literally proven that in Canada and other other select sites they have Norse settlements. They have
right,
Viking settlements in
right,
North America from the 10th century. It
right,
predates Christopher Columbus by almost 500 years, 400 and
yeah,
something years, right?
yeah,
I don't think it's crazy to believe that another explorer existed before that. One of the interesting artifacts I've seen was there was a small either golden or bronze statue of Julius Caesar that was
right,
found in South America. I'm sorry,
mm,
found in one of the countries in one of the temples in South America. It was the only piece of a piece of Roman. So you're talking about from what 300 BC to 300 AD.
right,
Um, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
is there a possibility that the Romans made it to South America? You know, I
You
don't
know
know.
what? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be totally shocked. I
Yeah.
mean, we find that, where they've got, Alexander the Great, they've got remnants of he was, Greece or whatnot, but they got remnants of him all over the world. You know what I mean? You
Mhm.
you got remnants, he all the way through the Middle East and through all, like they got him, they got evidence of him all over the world. So I mean,
But who's to say that like the Romans or Alexander the Great or the Macedonians or African tribes or whatnot once they established the ability to build ships, whatever
right,
culture it was at whatever time they became good at making ships. Um, they just made a bunch of different variants and they just sent people out into the world and maybe
right,
one made it here and one made it
right,
there. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like I don't think it's absolutely impossible. Have you found all the proof? No, probably not. Has some
right.
of the proof been suppressed? Probably.
Definitely.
But you know who probably has the answers? The goddamn Vatican, man. It's
Yeah,
all
they
the
got
answers
they
are
got
inside
it
the
all
Vatican.
buried. Yeah, they got it all buried in the catacombs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I have to get. I want to be in those archives, and I want to know what they know. 52
yeah,
miles of
yeah.
archives.
But when you get
Um,
in there, you're gonna have to deal with your boy, the albino guy with a rope beating himself. You gotta watch out for
oh,
that. Yeah, Da Vinci Code. Yeah, you gotta
Da
watch
Vinci
out for
Code,
him. Yeah, he gonna jack you up. You know what I'm saying?
Opus Dei.
What's funny? What's interesting? And we gotta get off here, man. We've been on here forever.
Yeah.
But what's interesting? So there are people that actually live by and believe the Da Vinci Code as being like factual. And it's interesting because like I mean been proven that
So
it's not. But
I actually went to Catholic school. I was in Catholic school when that movie came out and the book.
yeah,
And it was a banned book. You were not
right,
allowed to read the book at school
yeah,
because it
right,
it basically undermined Catholicism at the
right,
time. Now the Da Vinci Code, as far as that story being true or
right.
false, it's a made up story.
Fiction, right,
Are there parts of it that are possible, probable, and were probably researched to an extent
right,
to where they could be put into a book? I would say yes. I think our comprehension and understanding of and I'm going to speak from a historical point of view, not
right,
a theological point
right,
of view. I think
right,
our understanding and our belief in the person that was Jesus Christ
right,
is I don't think we have all the answers. I don't think we
right,
if you we are going to sit here and have a conversation and say that that was an actual being that walked across the earth, I think we have to have the conversation that we don't know the entire story of what's going on with him because we're
right.
literally missing. If you only go by the Bible, you're missing 20
A good,
years of his life from
right,
age 12 to 30. He's gone. What
right.
was he doing?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no,
So,
yeah,
so,
no,
so
yeah. We talk about that a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to cut you off. My phone is about
no,
to
go ahead.
die and I don't have my charger in front of me.
I got you.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's interesting. Real quick, on that note, a woman that rides the beast. The Woman That Rides the Beast. It's a book, and it's about
Okay.
the Roman Catholic Church and all kinds of craziness.
The
So
woman that rides the beast. I'm gonna order that tonight.
yeah, so I started a little bit of it. It's the first like 2 pages is just like, bruh, my brain. Anyway, but yeah, my phone's about to die. My phone's dead. Dang.
Well,
There it
everybody
is.
who stopped by, thank you for watching the talking points. We're gonna get this cut edited. We're gonna put it on our website, our YouTube. The YouTube channel is in my bio, so go click it, like, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace.